Hello everybody, how are we doing this Saturday evening? Hello. Yeah. Yeah, there'd be some storms rolling in, am I right? At least like in the Midwest. Actually, I think I know there was a lot of like crazy, terrible storms that happened in Michigan. So, I hope everyone's staying safe and hunkering down if you need to. Oh. It be storming. Yes, howdy. Oh, there it is. I thought I forgot my water. No, it's just right here. I have been doing some stretches, Kokiri. I'm glad you brought that up because my thighs hurt. These thighs, they freaking hurt. Walking down the stairs. Well, okay, here's the thing. Because I thought to myself, you know the old sayings like, oh, when you start getting older, you start losing your flexibility, which evidently isn't true as long as you keep up with it. But I haven't been keeping up with it, so I thought, I'm like, should I be doing any extra stretches to make it easier for me? Like, are the stretches that I did when I was 10 not gonna cut it? You know what I mean? Because I still remember the routine I did when I was like 10, so I've been doing that, but I was like, am I supposed to be doing anything extra? So I looked up this lady's video. She's like, oh, if you want to do like these kind of splits, or if you want to do this kind of stretch, if you want to be like this flexible, do this. And a lot of the stuff in her video, I'm like, is this even stretches? Like, it seemed like they were doing a lot of lunges, like a lot of like almost like you're trying to like build up muscle in your legs, and I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I ended up, well, I didn't do the whole video. After I saw that, I was like, yeah, and then I looked up something else, and so I started doing these other stretches. But either that or the other stretches that I did, it'll be hurting. It'll be hurting. That's all I can say. I'm walking down the steps, I'm like, oh! But to be fair, whatever I did yesterday, I gained a bit more flexibility. I will say that. I don't know what they called it. Is it called like a middle stretch? I don't know what it's called. You know, every time I explain it, people are like, what you talking about? Like, oh, that sounds a bit sus, but it's not. I'm just trying to explain how the stretch goes. It's like you sit on the floor, you know, both your legs go either way, and then you kind of lean forward, because usually you lean forward enough where you put your face, you know, on the ground if you're really flexible. I used to be able to do that. I cannot do it no more. So, and I was able to do it yesterday. So I was like, yes, it's coming back. It's coming back soon enough. I'll be able to be doing all the cool stuff I used to be able to do. So, yeah, even though it freaking hurts, I'm gonna be doing whatever I did yesterday, except for the muscle strength training or whatever the heck that was, because I was like, that's not what I want. I just want to gain flexibility, man. Mr. Wadapan donated and said, good evening, Katori. How was your wait? A storm. Yeah, I mean, there's been some storms rolling through, but we're okay. It was just thankfully for us, it wasn't like, I don't think anything too bad. I mean, it did get pretty windy, I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, I mean, thankfully we're A-okay. We're A-okay. Mr. Wanapan donated and also said, your thighs, are you okay? And how's your week? My thighs are sore, but they're okay. I just, you know, they just feel a little sore. But they're fine. I ain't gonna lie, my week's been pretty hectic. It's been a bit stressful. But you know what? Today was a pretty okay day. Pretty, you know, just cleaning a bit of relaxing. Things are looking to be dying down a bit, you know, just rolling with the punches. So thankfully, seems like it's doing pretty good now. It's doing pretty good. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm excited. My new seeds came in, so I am gonna buy some dirt tomorrow, and I'm gonna stratify them, even though I am very late to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So that'll be fun. Cyberman donated and said, tweet the stream, hope you're okay and love the audio today. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like the audio. And yeah, I have not tweeted the stream in a while. And I know I said we would be going back to ordinary time, where like everything's, you know, just, you know, I'm in my usual blue attire, not this pastel stuff. And you know, the more normal, I like the flowers. I do enjoy flowers. And it's like a lavender color. We have a lavender purple hueish thing going on. I don't know, it just felt very springy to me. Even though this was supposed to be for Valentine's Day, it felt very springy. And I was like, you know what? We're just gonna keep it for now, because I kind of like it. And I said so. Okay, let's see. We're gonna, the stream link. All right. Boopity boop-a-da-da. There we go. We postin'. There we go. There it is. There we go. Where are we at? Aaron Bayes or Bellis donated and said, just wondering why you did the goddess ones. You mean the goddess videos? I don't know. I was just thinking of something we haven't done yet, and it seems like, you know, a good percentage of the time, some fantasy video, you know, whenever I do like a fantasy themed video, they tend to do fairly decent. And so I thought, you know what, we haven't done a goddess yet. You know, we've done, like, if we're thinking of D&D wise, right? Like, I was thinking, okay, we have like, you know, we had a rogue, we had a little goblin who's kind of like a rogue. I mean, she like sneaks coins, but we had our goblin. Then we have our, you know, cleric. We had a sorcerer, tiefling. We had a barbarian lady, and then just so on and so forth. We've had a lot of like fantasy based characters, and I was like, you know, we don't have a goddess yet. We've never done we've done demons. We haven't done a goddess. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do one for the goddesses, you know? Got to bring a goddess in here. This is a wholesome channel. We've done demons. We got to do goddesses. And that was basically it. And then I figured, you know, it would give me a chance to make someone look extremely holy. So that was kind of fun. or maybe it's Daniel Sahagun. Daniel Zahagun. Daniel. Anyways, Daniel. Daniel donated and said, "Hi, Gatori. Hope your day's going well." Thank you. It has. Just a bit of cleaning. You know, a little bit of Saturday morning cleaning. And just relaxed. Ate a sandwich. Watched some Foster Home for Imaginary Friends on Tubi, because Tubi has so many cartoons on it now. It is like a godsend. So I watched some of that. Got a little sleepy. Recorded some stuff today. And then that was about it. And then I came and did my stream. Neb donated and said, "I've been trying to get more into stretching in the mornings and finding ways to remind myself to do it because I tend to rush." Yeah, exactly. Honestly, that's why I made it my Lenten promise this year, because I was like, it's gonna make me do it. It'll make me do it. So I did it. And now I think, because I'm a person of routine. I like schedules. I like to keep to my schedule with whatever I'm doing. So I thought if I end up like integrating it into my schedule, then it'll just stay there for forever. I hate deviating from schedules. Like, even though I'm my own boss and I can kind of like within reason do what I want, like I don't like changing things. Like, it felt very weird to post on Saturday, but I'm trying out something different to see how it goes. So, you know, but regardless, it's very weird. I'm just a creature of habit. Maybe I have massive OCD, but like I was just, so. But anyways, my whole point is if I integrate it, then I'll keep it. So I hope you integrate it too, Neb, because I actually find stretching pretty fun. It's like one of the things that I probably can get into because I used to do it a lot anyways. So it feels like very nostalgic. And I just like being flexible. Since I'm pretty naturally flexible, I just like being flexible. It's just, I feel like it's like a part of my identity. And since I lost some of that, I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like a piece of me like was just shattered. So now we got to build it back. But yeah, you know. I don't know what kind of stretches you're doing, but if you need any advice, I do quite a few. Bobby donated and said, "It's all in small moderations for stretches, Katori. As someone who worked with muscle training, it's better to do small stretches with longer work times." I mean, honestly, I've just been doing the stretches that I used to do in the past, and it's not like, because I know like it's better to do a stretch for a long period of time than to like push the stretch too far for 10 seconds. Like, that's not going to help you. So, you know, it's like gradual, right? So I just did the usual routine that I've done since I was 10. And, you know, I mean, as long as it's not like hurting me in any way, you know, I just kept on doing it. So, but yesterday I did add a few different ones that I was unaware of, just because, you know, I just did the routine that was given to me when I was in gymnastics from like a billion years ago. So I thought maybe it's time I update my routine just a little bit. So, but yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend for anyone to like push themselves like extremely hard or anything. And mainly my stretches are just for like flexibility purposes. Like, I don't think I'm like doing any extreme stretches. At least I don't think they're extreme. They might be extreme for some other people. I don't know. I don't know what's considered extreme, but no, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, 2B is good now. 2B is good. It lags a lot. It lags a lot. That's one thing I hate about it, is it lags a lot. Whenever I'm on it, I have to like, I like literally, I'm using the controller and I like select something and I have to wait like 8 seconds for it to like register that I moved the, you know, the joystick. So it's very frustrating, but you know what, it's free and it has tons of cartoons, so I literally can't talk bad about it. Avian donated and said, how are you doing? Oh, how are you doing today? Can't wait to listen to your latest video tonight. Also, why didn't the chicken cross the road? It took the sidewalk. You know what? I've never heard that one. Why didn't the chicken cross the road? I mean, that's pretty fair. Yeah, take the sidewalk, people. That's what it's there for. But yeah, I'm doing okay today. A bit tired, but I'm doing okay. And I hope you like the audio. I decided to do another goth-inspired lady. I suppose she could have been labeled as punk. I went with goth because that seemed to be a bit more universal. But yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you like it. Neb donated and said the single Pringle background is still beautiful. Well, I'm glad it's beautiful. Because I like they're hyacinths. These are hyacinths. Wait, no, they're not hyacinths. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, these are not hyacinths. These are this is wisteria. The stuff over on the sides here and here are wisteria. It's not hyacinths. Hyacinths are bulb plants. They are not like wisteria is like a vine. You know, really thick vines. You can probably form it to almost look like a tree if you really try, because it can get pretty barky. But no, I'm sorry. This is wisteria. It's one of my favorite plants. I wish I had wisteria. I'm gonna try it. Actually, this year I'm gonna try to plant some native wisteria and have it grow in my garden, if it allows. We'll see. But yes, thank you. Thank you. Mr. Wanapon has been a member for 26 months and said, as for me, I had another mentorship, and this mentorship is going to be helpful, so wish me luck. Oh, well, congrats! I'm really glad you got a mentorship. I really do wish you the best of luck. I hope it goes well. That's awesome. That is very, very awesome. So good to hear, Mr. Wanapon. So good to hear. Daniel donated again and said, that's good to hear, Katori. Also, you don't need to say the last of my name. Daniels is fine. It's kind of hard to say. Well, I appreciate that, Daniel. Thank you. I'm sorry I could not pronounce it properly. My deepest apologies. But yes, actually, real quick, let's check on Ko-fi, because I think some people actually donated before the stream started, so I'm sure there's already some on there I gotta read. There are. Okay, actually, there's a few. Okay, let's see. Cyberman donated and said, hey, Katori, hope you are doing well. So a friend of mine saw Celeste and loved how she looked, but wanted to make her look more like 80s to 90s style, so she asked me to show you what she made in Discord. She loves dragons and your artwork, so if I would ask you to say thanks, and so you want Celeste to say thank you. Okay, hold on. That's cute. Well, we will have Celeste. We will have Celeste say thank you. So let's see if we can. Hold on, I'm gonna need some water. You know, surprisingly, even though it's gotten a little bit warmer, it still feels extremely dry. I need to put a gosh dang humidifier on or something. Excuse me. So Celeste will say, I don't know your friend's name, so we will thank you. So, well, Cyberman, just want to thank you so much for sending that over, and thank your friend as well. I look very cute. Thank you. Very, very cute. We got 2 from John Craft. Why is my phone going off like that? What is, stop it. Sorry, it's just my family. They're just, you know, chatting with you. You gotta love group chats. Let's see, so John Craft donated and said, hey Katori, John Craft here. Are you happy for daylight savings time happening? I am. What? You are the only person I have ever heard that has said that. I am very confident to say I am not happy about that. Can we just get rid of it? Can we just get rid of it? Like, I know it's a really, like, it's not like a super important matter that I think needs to go through the court system or whatever the heck it needs to go through. I don't know what needs to happen for it to pass. But, like, I mean, if we're gonna do anything versus doing nothing at all, can we just at least get rid of daylight savings time? At least make just one little portion of my life easier. If everything else is gonna be hard, can I at least just not have my time change all the dang time? Okay? It's just confusing. It's just confusing. And while it's nice at one point in the year where you gain an hour, you know, it's nice to just be like, yes, I get an extra hour's sleep. No. Like, then the other half of the year, you're losing it. And again, I am a person of I like schedules. I like, you know, things to just go as they should. But when daylight savings happens, it messes everything up. It just messes my internal clock up, and I do not like it. But anyways, other than that whole rant, I mean, I guess I'm happy you're not mad about it, John. But I can't, man. I really hope it goes away eventually. But anyways, John donated again and said, "Hey Katori, why did the bicycle collapse? It was too tired." My joke for you. I'm sure it was very tired, John. I'm sure it was very, very tired. Oh my goodness. Where are we at now? Oh, here we go. We got a 2-part donation from Neb. From lovely Neb. It's between Neb and Neko. This seems to be an ongoing theme now, because there's always like reaction photos that he posts with the Neko pillow that he has. It's just really funny. So yeah, Neko does very much favor Neb. But anyway, let's see. All right, so Neb, so we'll use my voice for Neb. That'll be the easiest thing to do. So Neb says, "Neko, where are you?" "I'm over here," rolling on the floor. Oh no, is that catnip? "I meant to clean it up." So suddenly I'm on the floor rolling around and laughing at nothing. Oh man, it's even in your hair. Whoa, why are you floating? No way, I'm on the floor. Or are you on the floor? Am I the one that's floating? All right, come on, let's get you cleaned up. And lifts Neko. Whoa, I'm on a cloud. Oh wait, that's just your shirt. That's some strong catnip. You got a cloud on your shirt? Oh my gosh, it's a cloud. That's funny. Let's see, Thane donated and said, "Hi Katori, hope you're well. I'm super sleepy, so I'll probably pass out in the middle of the stream. And since I'm exhausted, where do rainbows go when..." No, Thane, not you too! Where do rainbows go when they've been bad? To Prism. So they have time to reflect on what they've done. Okay, this is like a double whammy. It's like a 2-for-1. Prism and reflect, man. Prism and reflect. It's crazy, man. Some crazy stuff. But no, thank you. Yeah, I mean, no worries. I understand how it feels to be tired. So if you're tired and you need to sleep, very well sleep. Sleep very well. But thank you for, you know, hanging out until you get too sleepy to stay awake. You're always happy that we are always, I don't even know what I was gonna say something about presents. Like, we're always happy to have your presents, but that sounded weird. So I don't know where I was going with that, but basically we're always glad to have you here, Thane. Oh, okay. I read through this because I was like, what's going on? Okay, so this is like, I'm pretty sure this is a quote from SpongeBob. This is a donation from Bobby. I'm pretty sure this is a quote from SpongeBob, where like the Krusty Krab 2 opened. And as we all know from previous SpongeBob donations, Neko always stands in for SpongeBob. And I guess for Gary, we have our lovely Milo, which is my cat. So, Milo probably won't be saying much, but that's why Milo is mentioned, because it's standing in for Gary. But anyways, so, let's see. Neko says,
"Hooray! Milo, I had that dream again, and it's finally gonna come true today. Sorry about this calendar."
And then it rips.
"Because today is the grand opening ceremony for Krusty Krab 2, where Miss Celeste will announce the new manager." Meow. Who's it gonna be, Milo? Well, let's ask my wall of 374 consecutive Employee of the Month awards.
It says the camera pulls up, revealing many Employee of the Month rewards.
Neko EOTM awards.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, never mind. It's the Neko Awards saying this in unison, which I'm only one me. I wish there was multiple me so we could say this, but they say Neko GF. This is only time I can do this. Oh, because is today the day? Like, is it March 7th, the day that the Krusty Krab's supposed to open? That's funny.
Krusty Krab number 2. Neko being the manager.
Man, is she in for a rude awakening? Iron donated and said, I'm glad Tubi is getting the recognition it deserves. It always had a great library of shows and movies. While it's available, I highly recommend the movie War Horse. In the anime, my dear friend Nakatan. Huh. Never heard of that one. Oh, that's the deer one. Okay, I've seen memes of that. I'm at least aware of it. So, but War Horse. I think I've heard of that one too, but I'm thinking like I'm less familiar with that one. Yeah, I'm definitely less familiar with that one. I don't think I've ever seen any reference for this, other than maybe hearing the name every once in a while. But all right, well, thank you for the recommendations. Thank you. Yeah, no, 2B is pretty good. I actually didn't learn about it until like I was over a really long time ago. I think I found out about it when I was visiting Thor, and he was going through like his stuff on his TV, and I'm like, oh wait, what's that? And he's like, oh, that's Tubi, and I was like, what? And so I was like, it's free? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, 8? No way. I couldn't believe it. I was like, dang. Yeah, I'm glad it's getting the recognition it deserves, because it's pretty good for being free. Oh, we have some donations from Elias Esteban Sanchez, and let's see. Actually, we skipped a few donations. Hold on. This is a 4-part donation, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, do we have another poem? Is another poem from Elias? It is a poem. All right, so I will try to read this as best I can. I don't know the actual cadence of the poem yet, but I will try to do it on first try. Like Batman, you know, first try. Says, neither first season's softest grass, nor third season's brightest leaves match her beauty as she dances upon winter's frosted glass. Light itself bends across her gown as she swirls through the air. Was she always capable of light? How else could such displays float across the sky? Yet most puzzling, most of all, would be her shimmering eyes, which remain fixed on me. What fascinates and fixates this gaze of glowing form most fluid? How blessed can one man be? Even when granted awards most prestigious, medals most precious, those eyes, her shimmering brilliant eyes, remain affixed to me. That's really cute. I like that. That had a really great flow to it. That's really cute. It says, hope you had a great week. Rewarding the stretches have tons rewarding, sorry. Regarding the stretches, have tons of fun getting flexible. I still recommend strengthening exercises for the back. Yeah, I know. Believe me, even Mama's like, Katori, you know, you probably should exercise your muscles more. And I'm like, nah. I'm relying on the muscles I built up many years ago. Somehow some of them are still there. It's honestly very surprising to me. I do not have an explanation for it. Like, I really don't know. I don't know how I'm able to still lift like really heavy stuff. Like I mean, like, it's honestly a mystery to me. I mean, I'm not like Miss Invincible over here, but like it's still kind of is very interesting how I'm able to do that, at least to an extent. Like I think the only thing I did lose is probably leg muscle for sure. I could not run for a long time to save my life, or you know, like I don't know what's considered a long time. I mean, yeah, no, that's not happening. Anywho's. But no, Elias, that was a really nice poem. I really enjoyed it. It's very, very cute. It was like very endearing. It's found it very endearing. Also, if anyone's wondering, I did take a bite of banana. So this is not like weird random noises. It's banana. But anyways. Oh. Thane donated. This is a quote, if anyone doesn't know, it's from Parks and Recreation. You should watch it. I actually, quite frankly, have not watched the whole thing. I've only watched some episodes, but I have seen a billion clips of it. But anyways. So, the evil sorceress and the goddess. So, the evil sorceress says, someone's going to die. A fun. That's funny. I feel like at some points in their life, like, you know, the goddess of war. Oh, evil sorceress. My bad. I was thinking, so evil sorceress doesn't have that accent. Evil sorceress sounds like this. Someone's gonna die. A fun. There we go. That's better. Yeah, no. Because at first I was like, oh, like I'm sure like at some point in the goddess of war and the goddess of light, you know, I feel like they have like a frenemy thing going on. They probably were very civil with each other at some point, but no, that was the sorceress. That's completely different. Anywho. Inept donated. Oh, it's between me and Inept. Okay. I don't know how we're gonna do Inept's voice because I usually just give my voice to whoever, but we'll just make Inept's voice a little bit deeper. We'll just do that. That'll be the easiest way to do it. So I guess, yeah. So I say, hey Inept, are you okay? Yeah, just a little stressed. Well, I know just the thing. What are you doing? Just climbing onto your back. There. Introducing the Katori backpack guaranteed to alleviate stress or your money back. Oh, thanks. Anytime. Cuddles are the best for stress. I should put that on a t-shirt. Cuddles are the best for stress. Here, take this with you. And it's just like a Katori. Oh, that's funny. Anywhoosies. Let's see. I'm definitely behind on super chats. Oh no. I think I read Daniel's last, I believe. Yes. Oh, Barry Canberra, Barry Canberra, hope I said that right, says, hey Katori, Slycoop. Okay, sorry, so Slycoop here. I love the Olympic skater audio. It's absolutely beautiful. Also, I was wondering why you posted the other one today. Well, I made an announcement a while ago. I'm going to try out this new schedule for 2 weeks just to see how it works. I might revert back to the old schedule, but at least for this week and for next week, I'll be posting on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So yeah, that is pretty much the reason why. So sorry if there's any confusion, but I did announce it, I believe, a week ago. I think I tried to give everybody a heads up, but you probably just accidentally missed it. But yeah, so it should be the same for next week, posting on Tuesday and Saturday, and then if it works out for me, then I'll be keeping the schedule. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. Avian donated and said, time to fluster Neb. Can we, poor Neb, can we have Neko say hello to Neb? Just want her to say hello? That's pretty easy. I feel like that's pretty easy. I feel like that's a pretty easy thing to do. So we're just gonna say hi to Neb, just a simple hello.
Well, Neb. Wait, hold on. We gotta have, hold on, where's she at? Where is she hiding in my keys? Wait, is she number 0? Yeah, she is. Okay. Hello, Neb. Neb, hello. Neb. Neb. Hello. Neb, I said hello. Why don't you say hello back? Well, hello, Neb, and goodbye, Neb. Goodbye. Here I go. Here I go.
Oh, there she is. There he is. He says hi, Neko.
Hi, Neb. Hi. Neb, hi. Hi, Neb. Hi. 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 Hi, Neb. I love you.
Oh, Neko loves everyone. But yeah. Bobby donated and said, know what you mean with Tubi. I've been watching Batman the Animated Series and Justice League on it. Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, I'm probably going to cancel some of my subscription stuff because, like, I rarely use it now that Tubi has, like, so much stuff on it. So I'm like, I mean, the only reason I have Netflix because they have Seinfeld on it, so I watch that a lot. But, I mean, technically, I do have the Seinfeld DVDs, I think. I'll have to check again. But I mean, before, like, Netflix had other stuff I was watching, but now I just find I'm watching Seinfeld. So, like, even though it's gonna be a hassle to, like, get the DVDs out and put it in, then once you run out of it, you gotta put another one in. I'm just gonna have, can't be lazy, and it will save me money. So, maybe I'll cancel my Netflix subscription, because honestly, I don't know what I'm using it for. Whoa, the chat's flying too fast. Where are we at? Get away, you ads. Okay, there's Bobby's donation. I was like, okay. So Mr. Wanapon donated and said, if I remember correctly, you live in Ohio, and do you have a certain turtle species? A problem with snapping turtles? They live in Ohio. No. We do not have snapping turtles. I do live in Ohio, but we do not have snapping turtles. We actually have, red-eared sliders, which technically we're not supposed to have, but they sell them everywhere in Hilton Head. They're like in these massive fish tanks, and they're selling them to everybody and their brother who's vacationing there, trying to convince the parents that these little turtles who are like a quarter in size are gonna stay that size. And all you need to do is put 1 inch of water and some gravel in like one of those teeny plastic tanks. That is the biggest lie that we were ever served. If you're ever in Hilton Head and they're like, oh, look at this little turtle, you can take it with you, and they're like this massive fish tank, so you think, oh, well, I mean, if there's so many little turtles in that tank, obviously they're gonna stay this size. That is not the case. That is a lie. They grow to be possibly a foot long, and they will live for 75 years, and they need basking and heating lights, and they need a place to bask, and they need water. So it's like you need like a ramp, or you need like rocks, and it's just, it is a lot. Anyways, there's my TED Talk on that. But yeah, no, we don't have snapping turtles. So yeah, I'm stuck with this turtle for the rest of my life because it's not like I can release it. It's not meant to be in the Ohio environment. So and plus it's been in captivity all its life, so it would just die if I did that. So it's gonna be with me until I probably pass. Garrick Anderson donated and said, I'm binge watching Ed, Edd n Eddy on Tubi. Let's go! I saw that. I added it to my list. Actually, right now, me and my brother are watching Ben 10 because I watched it when I was younger, but I don't think he remembers a lot of it because, he was, like really, I mean, he was like really young. I mean, like, he probably just doesn't remember it because he was too young. But, so yeah, well, I've been watching that too. It's actually been really fun to watch it. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Ty donated and said, whatever you do, Katori, don't invite Batman to play cards. He'll only find the Joker. Oh my gosh. I was wondering if it'd have to do with the Joker. I figured, but you know, I sometimes I'm not the best at figuring out jokes, so I didn't want to assume. But no, yes. Thank you for the joke, Ty. It would not be the same without it. Barry Canberra donated and said, Friday works better for me, but this was nice. Oh, I'm glad it was nice. I'm glad it was nice. Very good, very good. Parker Green donated and said, hey, Kat, you called Gamora a Martian last week. She's not even from Mars. LOL. Gamora? Oh, wait. Do you mean, what? Who's who's Gamora? Because we're not talking about McGann, right? I thought, like, maybe, like, I'm like, does McGann have another name? Is she Gamora? But no, you're talking... Wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't I think Mama said that. Mama last week when you guys were asking about Martians, I think Mama's like, oh, well, what about that lady from Guardians of the Galaxy? And I was like, what? Oh, no. So I was just replying to it. She said, I know she's from, like, a planet, but, you know, I don't think she's, like, a Martian. So that's probably what happened. I think Mama brought her up. But, yeah, I actually have no idea what planet she's from, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't know. Did I just get myself a splinter on this table? Okay, thank God. No, I didn't. Oh, no need to be sorry, Parker. No need to be sorry. No need to be sorry. Neb donated and said, Plant Rant Stream 1. Let's go! I am prepared. I have been preparing for this. When spring comes, you guys are just not going to hear the end of it. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, you guys, my Dutchman breeches is coming out of the dirt, the little sprouts. And then I'll be talking about the Virginia bluebells, or I will be crying because none of them sprouted. And my stratification did not work, and I will be complaining. I'll be complaining a lot. Probably complaining a lot because I spent a lot of money on these seeds and everything else. So if it doesn't work, I'm not really sure what I'm going to say. I'm going to be honest. But yeah, there's a lot of gardening I'm going to have to do once it starts getting towards the end of March. I'm going to be cutting down a lot of stuff. There's actually a mulberry tree that I sawed down, by the way. I sawed it down like a country woman. It was getting too big. It actually grew right beside a crabapple tree and was intertwining with it. I almost didn't even realize it was there because, like, when it was blooming in the, you know, like in the summer, well, not blooming, but when, it had leaves in the summer, it was blending in. And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, that leaf does not match that leaf. Like, what's going on? And I walk behind because the tree is like, it's situated weird, like where you don't really see the back of it. So I walked behind it and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I had to take a saw and saw it down, but it's so heavy because no one noticed it, so it got really big that, like, I couldn't move it. Once I sawed it and, like, it, like, you know, it kind of, like, shifted downwards a little bit, like, I could not move it. So I'm probably gonna have to saw it again into pieces as it lays there. It's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time. But one of our trees died last year, and I'm like, I'm not having another die, like, to these mulberries, man. Like, if you ever want a tree, which, I mean, I guess I shouldn't recommend planting it. It might be invasive. There are some mulberry trees that aren't invasive, but I'm pretty sure the ones that we have are invasive. But if you ever want a tree that's, like, not gonna die, and you can, like, saw it down to a nub, and it will come back, it's mulberry. It will literally live through anything. It will live through anything. It's actually insane. But anyways. Avian donated and said, Dark Cloud had the idea of Spider Katori, the listener, and Aunt B having lunch together. Spider Katori has to leave due to a supervillain, and the listener has a one-on-one convo with the listener. And the listener has a one-on-one convo. What? Hold on, what? So you mean with Aunt B? Not, and the listener doesn't have a one-on-one convo with the listener, but Aunt B has a convo with the listener. Okay. That's really cute. Yeah, like having a... I thought about introducing an Aunt B. I really wasn't sure how to go about it, but, yeah, I've definitely thought about it before. I thought it'd be cute to, like, have, like, you know, the listener meet Aunt B and, like, how Aunt B, like, low-key hints, like, yeah, I kind of know what's going on. Like, I'm not dumb, but, you know, it's nice to know that she has someone else in her life that can look out for her, you know what I mean? So, that might be cute. That sounds cute. Cyberman donated and said, oh, this is Neko. It says,
Look, Sai, I found Nip.
which I mean, I assume that means catnip. I found Nip. Sai tackles her, not again.
Listen, I mean, it's catnip, right? It's just, I don't know why everyone makes a big deal about it.
Natasha's like, now Neko needs to sing Goofy Goober Rock.
We're all goofy goobers.
Mr. Wanapon donated and said, what do you call half auntie and half uncle? Ankle. Get it? Auntie plus uncle is ankle. Oh, ankle. Yes, I get it. Yes, equals ankle, which is an ankle. I got you. I got you. I do indeed got you. Sorry about that. I'm a wee bit tired. Whoa. Why did the super chat... I literally get to where I need to go and then like there it is. Mr. Friends donated and said, good evening. I hope my message wasn't weird last week. I don't think so. I don't recall there being anything super weird as far as I recall. So I think you're good. I think you're good. Ty donated said, you missed my super chat. Did I? I know I technically did overlook it before, but I think I went back and found it. I think so. That was the Batman playing cards one. I realized that I actually missed that, so I went back. So if I did miss another one, please let me know. But I think I did go back and find that one. But thank you for letting me know, and I'm sorry I missed it originally. Cyberman donated and said, I knew 2B before it was cool. LOL. Y'all don't know. Yeah, I had no idea. No one, I mean, like, since, like, no one, like, it was never, like, promoted or, like, no one ever told me about it. I just kind of found out, like, through, like, a random chain of events. So, but yeah, it's a good thing. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, I mean a problem with snapping turtles, not as pets. Well, yeah, I mean, I figured you meant, like, I guess I just went on a rant about turtles, but yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you mean that there's, like, an issue with snapping turtles, like, being invasive, maybe? Or maybe an issue with them being, like, or maybe they're going extinct, I'm not, or, like, they're becoming, like, endangered, I'm not really sure, but I knew that's what you were talking about. Barry Canberra donated and said, yeah, I have two slider turtles. They grew fast. Ended up running away somehow when I put their tank outside on a summer day. What? Yeah, we have like this, we bought this, like in case you have a turtle and you're like, oh, how do I put them outside without them like escaping? Because you know, it's good for them to get good sunlight, and it's hard for like in the winter for us to give them sunlight because, you know, it's freezing outside. But you know, in the summer we take them out. If anybody wants to use this advice, we bought this, like, it's not a cage, but like it's like a gate. It's like a circular gate. It like kind of like makes like a circle kind of thing, or but it's a rabbit gate, and so that way like your rabbits can, like, you know, kind of be outside in the grass, you know, but they don't like won't escape. We use that, but they hate it. Instead of like actually enjoying the part of the grass that they have, they will like run around like the perimeter, like at the edge of the cage, like they're trying to escape. And I'm like, you're gonna hurt your arms. They're trying to like squeeze their arms to the bars like they're in prison. And I'm like, listen, you guys need sunlight. You're just gonna have to stay there. So I don't think they can escape through that. If they can, my gosh, they're Houdini. But yeah, I will say back in the day, we had them in a kiddie pool because it was like a good way to like give them space to kind of swim around and put rocks in there. We've had to switch them to bigger tanks due to issues with the kiddie pool, but yeah, no, my turtle would escape from that all the time, and I'd have to like search for him, and he'd like under like a desk or something. It was just crazy. He'd escape. I could never find him, and then I'd somehow find him a week later. Barry Canberra also donated and said, tortoises are better anyway, no salmonella. Yeah, that's another thing you gotta worry about. My gosh, I'm such a germaphobe that like it's crazy. Whenever I have to like clean out like when I clean out the filters, I actually have to take it apart because, you know, just like gunk and like little bits of like anything, honestly, especially like shedded skin. Like one of our turtles sheds skin a lot and it clogs the filter. So I have to take it apart and like get all the gunk out, and like I clean everything, like wherever I'm cleaning it, or like my hands are, I'm like disinfecting everything, cause like ain't no way I'm catching salmonella. Oh my gosh, it is a task. It is quite a task. Neb donated and said, looks like I'm a fire up Tubi after stream. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, go watch. Honestly, I've been rewatching Ben 10 and it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. You know, I mean, like sometimes you think like, oh, if I go back and watch this, am I not gonna have the same nostalgia? You know, it's not gonna like be as good as I remember. You know, I didn't want to have that be that, but I actually watched the first like 4 episodes and I was like, you know what? This is pretty lit. This is pretty. They just don't make stuff like this anymore. I miss it. Or even Foster's. Foster for Imaginary Friends has such a unique form of comedy. I really like it. I just love it. Thane donated and said, tired Thane strikes again with no regrets. What do you call, oh no, Thane! Anyways, so what do you call a dog who meditates? A werewolf. A werewolf. Mm-hmm. Also, how is it going with my commission? It's going good. I'm a little bit late in sending out some personalized audios for Patreon, so I'm trying to get those out. But yeah, I'm still working on yours. But it is I still have it. I'm still working on it. That's the one that is definitely next in line. It's top priority. So I probably tomorrow, I actually think I have a pretty free day, so I think I'm gonna be recording it actually tomorrow. Actually, I think I made a note for that. I was gonna record it today, but things went too fast, and then we had to stream. But I'm pretty sure I'm recording it tomorrow, so it should be hopefully. I guess the dehumidifier wanted to say hello to Thane. But yeah, no, it's coming along. I'll probably be recording it tomorrow, so hopefully it should get to you soon. Gosh darn it. Stop it. Stop eating that. Shush. Shush, 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 shush. There we go. But yeah. Yes, sir. Ooh. Dehumidifier was summoned by Thane. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question. If you have any other concerns, please let me know. Parker Green donated and said, why was the skeleton angry? He had a bone to pick. No! There's too many dad jokes coming from different people. No. Neb donated and said, my dad once said, you can literally nuke a mulberry bush and it would still come back. Exactly. I don't know what to do. Like, they're growing everywhere. It's actually, like, that's what's the problem in my garden right now. Like, there's so many mulberries, like, I'm trying to get rid of them so I can grow other stuff, and they keep on coming back. And it's just driving me insane. And I don't know what to do. And I can't put poison down because I don't want to poison the other stuff that I have that's in the garden. So it's just a big mess. It's just honestly a big mess. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try to do the best I can this year. Gosh, maybe I do need a nuke. Ty donated and said, what did Luke say to Han and Leia when they split up? May divorce be with you. Oh my gosh. Oh, may divorce be with you. Ain't that it? Oh gosh. Ty. Oh, Ty. Bobby donated and said, so many dad jokes. Is this Christmas? I guess it's Christmas for you, Bobby. It's Christmas for you. The guy donated and said, can't stay long. I just wanted to pop in and say hey. And a while back, I made a list of things that are heavily debated online. I forgot one. Dub versus sub. I have opened the floodgates, lol. Okay, here's the thing. It's gonna kind of be to each their own. Because, like, it just really depends on, like, what suits your personal fancy. And for me, it's kind of just depends. It really depends. Like, I actually, despite what what the majority have said, I actually really enjoy the Black Butler dub. I actually enjoy the dub for that one. I actually do. Italia, I enjoyed the dub. For Naruto, I really enjoy the dub. I will die on that hill. And, you know, so on and so forth. And Oran has very good dub. And so does Lovely Complex. I recently watched Lovely Complex with my sister, and that one actually is a good dub. That's more of a recent... Usually, the more recent dubs, I haven't been a fan of. Interestingly enough, because you think, like, over the years, like, it would sound better. But, like, for some reason, I prefer dubs that were, older dubs versus, like, more recent dubbing. But one of the more recent dubs I liked was from Lovely Complex. But anyways, but I will say the majority of anime that I watch, I do watch in sub. Like I know I know there's someone I know that watches Spy X Family, and they prefer it in dub. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, Lloyd sounds so weird. I'm like, he doesn't sound the way he's supposed to sound. And that went on for forever. And then I can't remember, like, I talked about all different, like, I think the dub that I think killed me the most was the Fruitopi Swim Club dub. It was at the time, I was actually interested in how they were going to dub it, and I was slightly excited, because I was like, oh, like, how is this going to sound? Because at the time, that was my favorite anime. And, I think, honestly, they just picked the most famous anime voice actors at the time. You know, the dubbers, you know, the more popular dub people. So that way they could get some good names on there. But honestly, that was not the correct choice, because no one sounded like how they should have sounded. It was a train wreck. No hate to the voice actors. Obviously, you know, they did it's whoever casted, man. I'm like, come on. So, but yeah, no, I get both. I can see why people like dub, because you don't have to read subtitles. You can actually, like, watch the anime in its entirety. You can just, like, see all the little details, because, you know, when you read the sub, your eyes are kind of distracted a little bit. You know, I get that. But I will say, in most cases, it's about the voice acting for me. Like, if I listen to the dub and I'm like, man, this sounds really good, like, it just sounds natural, I can get on board with this, then I'll watch it. But if I watch the sub and I just, like, really prefer how that sounds, then I'll watch the sub. So for me, it's, like, very just dependent. But I do watch more sub than dub, because it just depends if I like the dub or not. But I have nothing against dub. I have nothing against it. I'm not a hater. I ain't a hater. Although if the dub sounds really bad to me, I probably will complain about it. But you can totally watch it if you want. I will not hold you to it. I have lost my place. I think it was the guy that said, yeah, opening the floodgates about dub versus sub. Cyberman donated and said, so Katori says, Sai, will you please stop being cute? And Sai says, never. Well, y'all are cute. You all are very cute. Garrick Anderson donated and said, classic Looney Tunes are also on Tubi. Yeah, I saw that. They also have the Looney Tunes show, which is a more, I wouldn't say recent, but it was like a newer version of Looney Tunes, which I loved. I loved Lola Bunny in that one. She's like such a ditz. And she's just like, she's just so funny. She's not even a ditz. She's just like, what's the word I want to use? She just kind of goes on like these rants, like she's just very easily distracted, and like she's very, like, quirky isn't even the word to use. I don't even know what to use. She's, like, very oblivious and naive, but yet, like, I don't know. I really have no idea, but it's so funny. So, if you ever never watched the Looney Tunes show, I suggest that. I do suggest it. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, there's a new Netflix series called The Dinosaur and the second part of the Beastars Season 3. They're out now. I even made an upload 2 new videos. Yeah, I've heard of Beastars. I've not heard of The Dinosaur. Is that new documentary where they're trying to make it like a nature documentary, but it's like based on dinosaurs? I'm assuming that's what that is. I could be wrong though, but interesting. Fernando Spindola. Oh, sorry, Espindola. Fernando. Well, Fernando, thank you for your donation. Thank you. I sadly don't see a message, unless maybe you didn't type one, but if you did type one, I'm sorry I don't see it, but thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. I'm losing my place. Oh, I'm losing my place completely. Here we go. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, by problem, I mean like come across a snapping turtle when you're out and, well, you know what happens when those two get too close to wild animals. Well, yeah, obviously, like, snapping turtles have the strength of their jaw is pretty crazy. Do not be careful around snapping turtles, please. But honestly, any turtle, like, I guess it depends on the turtle, but like even like my slider turtles, their beaks are pretty, they're like, I am deathly afraid of my turtle. My turtle is like the turtle from Gumball. It's a spawn of Satan. It is like a demon that came out of some portal. It probably came out of that van from Gumball. I swear to God. I remember one time he escaped his enclosure, and I walked into like the room where we keep the turtles, and he was staring at me on the ground, and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he ran. Those suckers are fast. He ran at me, and I was like, "Oh gosh!" I mean, like, I was just scared for my feet. I was scared for my toes, because previously he already bit my finger, and that he was not letting go. I was like, "Am I gonna lose the tip of my finger? Like, is it Jover?" So I ran and I shut the door. I was like, "Oh gosh." Yeah, no, nah. So I agree. Be careful with turtles. Thane donated and said, alright, I go to sleep. Tell Mama Tori I say hi. I will tell her you said hi. And, sleep well. Sleep well. Bobby donated and said, which Star Wars character works at a restaurant? Which one works, Bobby? It's Dark Vader. Oh my gosh. You guys really want to kill me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Naruto dub is fantastic. I saw Neb said that. You get a gold star. No! Piggies! I see you! I saw that through the chat. It says, nah, Lloyd is 1,000 times better in the dub. I'm gonna fight you. Average so the elitist. Gosh, start it. Everyone's like, Piggies! You've returned! It's good old Piggies. You guys be nice to him now. Nah, he's poking the bear with this one. He knows. Can't believe this. Lloyd's 1,000 times better in the dub. I guess you're entitled to your opinion. Can't really say anything about that because everyone's entitled to their opinion. Even though I very much disagree. Someone's like, oh! My ears no longer exist, thanks. I'm sorry. I saw the statement in the chat. I felt very attacked. What do you mean, wait, the pig is back? He's right there in the chat, Mr. Smee. You missed your wife? I remember y'all got married. Don't think I forgot that. Mr. Friends donated and said, I think you missed my last donated message. Oh no, I did. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me look back. There were quite a few donations I had to go through, so sometimes the chat moves and I don't see it. So I will try to find it. Where is it? Oh crap, it's not letting me go up anymore. Hold on. I might be able to find it in my Streamlabs. Hold on. Let's look. Ty, Mr. Wanapan. Let's see. You can tell that I slouch a lot because I slouch down to read the chat, and so that's why my avatar's mouth is not moving. Where is it? Mr. Friends. That's it. I think you missed my thing. No, I don't think I missed it. It's right here. A good evening. I hope my messages weren't too weird last week. I think I read that one. And then as far as I look through this, I don't see another one from Mr. Friends unless it didn't go through. So if it didn't go through, I'm sorry. But I think that's the last one I see about you saying that you were hoping your message wasn't weird last week. And I said that it was totally fine. Chaos Mash donated and said, only good dubs are Fullmetal. Oh yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's also good. I do recommend that one. Golden Boy and Ouran. I've never watched Golden Boy. I have watched Ouran though. And yes, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is such a good anime. It hits you in the feels, man. Dude, I love Alphonse so much. I will protect him with my life. I will protect that boy with my life. Mystery's like, I'm sorry you were misgendered, piggies. What? What do you mean? Can't believe this. Nev donated and said, I'm the worst at paying attention to subtitles. Like I said, with reading, I'm better listening. But I do agree, if the dub is not great, I switch. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, like, it really depends. It really depends. But I understand that, you know, for some people, it's like you can't enjoy it if you're not just experiencing it versus, like, having to read stuff. So I get that. Ty donated and said, what do you call a group of people waiting for a haircut? A barbecue. Oh my gosh. Ty. No. Gosh darn it. The guy donated and said, for Lola, I think the term you're looking for is airhead. Yeah, she's kind of, yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, that could also be used for Lola from the Looney Tunes show. She's something. She's also very ambitious. That could be another adjective you can use. Bobby donated and said, what's a baseball player's least favorite Star Wars movie? I don't know. Which one is it, Bobby? The Umpire Strikes Back. The umpire. You can just picture the umpire just actually legit striking back. It's like, I can't take it anymore. That'd actually be funny. Matthew Miranda donated and said, idea. GF shows her street brawler BF some moves. We have a little ninja in our midst now. She's gonna show you guys how to kick butt and save the world. That's just how it's gonna go down. Street Fighter GF style. Thank you for the suggestion. Mr. Wanapa donated and said, red slider, would that be a Turapin? You a Turapin? What? Wait, what? What? What is this? Get away, you ads. I see the ads. Get out of here. I'm sorry. I see Piggy's like, me, my beloved. You'll crack me up. No, it's not a Turapin. It's a red-eared slider. I got it from South Carolina. Fernando donated and said, not much, but I love your work, Miss Katori. Oh, well, thank you, Fernando. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like the stuff I produce. I hope you continue to like what I produce as it still comes forth. So, thank you. I appreciate that. Piggy's like, it's alright, it's me. I'm just in tune with my feminine energy. Piggy's is a very gentle man. He's very nice. Very sweet. Alphonse is the boy, Neb. He is like my whole heart. Holy crap. I love him so much. Anytime he gets hurt, I get extremely angry. Like, I take it very personally. Like when he sits there all by himself in that armor, like, I just want to cry. Like, I just, like, I would just be like, I would have to, like, be by him 100% of the time so he does not feel alone. Because he doesn't like, you know, because he can't sleep. And I'll be like, dude, like, I'll just sleep next to you. Like, please, I will hold your hand. Just please don't be sad. Please don't be sad. I can't take it. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Ah, oh, man. Little Alphonse. Bless him. Bless his little heart. Oh gosh, dang it, wait, Bobby donated and said, what do you call an invisible droid? C-3PO. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I see Natasha's comment above Bobby. It says, a ninja in our midst now? Baby girl, I've been here the whole time. Did I just get... Natasha, you calling me baby girl? What's going on? I've never been called that in my life, actually. I'll only allow Natasha to say that. Because we're girlies, and we girlies stick together. Mr. Wanapon donated said, sorry, I forgot to put the got. So you got you mean a terrarium? Well, we had terrariums, but since they've gotten bigger, we had to just get, like, before we had the kiddie pool, which we, like, put, you know, we had, like, filters in with water, and then we had, like, rocks in the center so they could walk up and bask on it, but that got too hard to maintain because it was just so large. So now we have big tanks that we put each of them in separately, because my turtle is a violent turtle, so he needs to be by himself. So that's what we have right now. Avian donated and said, can we get Celeste saying hello to Cyberman before I go? Saying hello. So Celeste will say hello to Cyberman before you go. So, well, hello, Cyberman. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Just keep on being sweet, my little treasure. And all y'all be everyone's treasure. Natasha calls everyone baby girl. Y'all be baby girls. I can confirm. She's calling everybody baby girl. Kokiri, are we baby girls together? Are you baby girl? Let's go. Baby girl hangout day. All right, let's read some Ko-fis. I'm probably really behind on these two. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. I think the last one I read was a Neps, so. Elias Esteban Sanchez donated and said, daylight savings time, laughs in Arizona. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I hate daylight savings time. Like, why can't we just get rid of it? Can we just get rid of it? I don't know why we can't. I feel like it'd be the easiest thing. We could just say we're not doing it anymore. Like, it would not change anything. It just make our lives easier. Sabran donated and said, Chibi recap. Okay. Says, after which Korra, disguising as Katori to trick giant Chibi wait, how can you be a giant Chibi? Isn't Chibi supposed to be small? Isn't that an oxymoron? Like Chibi and small, like Chibi and, I don't know how, okay, but anyways, a giant Chibi Cyberman. He chases her as she screams for her life. She's a witch. She can help herself. As Tiger and Housekeeper get ready to set the trap, to drop the bomb that blows up Sai. What is going on? As he turns back small, they thought he died, but jumps and runs for it. Okay, there's a lot going on here. I guess there's been a plot to blow you up, which that doesn't seem to be very much in your favor. So let's, well, at least we're glad you survived. Oh my gosh. Bobby donated and said, could you say this as Neko to Neb? Dude, Neb is getting all the love today. Poor Neb. He's gonna, you know, I know Neb sometimes explodes, you know, when there's a lot of nice stuff said to him. So, so she wants Neko to say this to Neb. So Neko says,
whoa, so many toys. Any chance I could play with any of them? Please?
Wait, hold on. We gotta have her say please.
Please. Please. Please. Please.
This doesn't look right. This is not to scale. Okay, I think this is more to scale. There we go. There we go. Actually, I think I'm a little small now. Dang it. Is that better? Well, now I'm like really tall. What the heck? Let's just bring myself down just a wee bit. There we go. Maybe I'll make myself just a wee bit bigger. Okie dokies. Do, 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 do. Where am I at? I lost my place. The Cobalt Coyote donated and says... Okay, if anyone doesn't know, at first I was like, Thug Neko. I'm like, what's going on? This is, okay, for anyone who doesn't know, this is a quote from 50% Off, which is an abridged series from Free Tubby Slip Club. So if you've never seen 50% Off, you will not understand this. But just know that, like, for context, just to help this make somewhat sense, like, they took the most, like, bubbly, nice character and made him, like, a thug. You know, just, like, made him just be, like, kind of like this tough person that just, like, came out of prison. And so that's why we chose Neko for this. But anyways, so we have Thug, Neko, and Valley Girl. Okay, so Thug Neko says,
I picked up the jackets from my contact and Valley Girl almost got us killed. Hey, I think I did the right thing. You counted the jackets in front of them. That's rude. I wanted to make sure they were all there.
And then it also says,
of course they were all there. There's 5 jackets. Do you count your 10-piece when you ordered... Do you count your 10-piece when you ordered from McDonald's? Yeah. Fair point. I do too. I ordered 10 nuggets and I got 10 and I get 10. Oh. Fair point. I do too. I ordered 10 nuggets. I get 10 nuggets.
I mean, that's, you know, honestly true. I mean, if you're ever going through a drive-thru and, like, I'm checking it, man. They mess it up way too many times. I mean, like, to be fair, everyone makes mistakes, but, like, when you go home and you're like, man, I did not get what I ordered. You don't feel like driving back. Do not feel like driving back. That's funny. Of course they're all there. There's 5 jackets. Do you count your 10-piece when you order from McDonald's? Yes. I love it. That's funny. Oh, we have a 3-part donation from Adam. Goth Girl and Calamity. Oh gosh, Calamity. We need water for Calamity. Hold on. This is still the redacted thing. Isn't this like a Rick and Morty reference? I can't remember, but... So, Calamity says, remember, Goth, if you want to be a part of a social society, you must use the word redacted. Yeah, I'm not doing that. What? Do you think I'm stupid? I know what that word is and what it means. Darn. I've been telling all the aliens and Neko to say that. Whoa, hold on. Do you think I'm an alien? Are you not? No. Really? Yes. But look at the way you dress. I mean, you choose to look like that as an Earthian? Yeah, what did you just call me? Earthian? Don't you mean earthly? That sounds like what you call an Earthian youngly. Youngly? What a stupid name. How does anyone get through it without laughing? Youngly. Earthian youngly. What the heck? I have a donation from Chaos Mash. Idea. Samurai Ronin is tasked with I don't know who that is though. Is tasked with projecting a royal and transporting the listener to his home. Her personality is tomboy and teasing. She treats the bodyguard as a job, but starts developing feelings for the royal. So just like a bodyguard, like a samurai bodyguard lady, I'm guessing, because the listener's the royal, right? Your samurai bodyguard ends up confessing her love for you. But she can still profess her love. Then we have like bracket forbidden love, bracket ASMR, bracket like it wouldn't be friends to lovers. It'd be like you're not strangers. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends. Well, I guess if she was just tasked with being your bodyguard, I guess it could be strangers to lovers. I don't know. We'll see. Don't you love the forbidden love? But no, thank you for the idea. Bobby donated, and oh, we have Knight. I guess Knight is talking to Bobby. So Knight says, it's been a while since I've done Knight's voice. So walks up to Bobby, and she says, "Oh, you all right, Bobby?" Bobby says, "Yeah, just a terrible day for rain." "But it's not raining." Bobby puts on hat and looks up crying. "Yes, it is. My mistake, it is. Let's get out of the rain." Favorite scene from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, that is. I mean, well, it's not my favorite scene in particular, but it is a sad scene. It is a sad scene. It was his friend. It was his friend. It was a good scene. What's my favorite scene? I don't know. There was a scene, I believe. It wasn't that scene, but there was a scene. It had to do with like, I can't remember, but it was like really clever. Gosh, I wish I remember. But I remember watching a scene, and I was like, I remember feeling like, oh, like it hit me, and like I can't remember. Gosh, it's gonna bother me all day. But anyways, Inept donated, and we have a 2-part donation from Inept. Our 2-part donation includes the evil sorceress, which I gotta remind myself, she does not have an evil accent. She does not have an evil, of course she does. She does not have an English accent, but she is evil. And Inept, so we're gonna give Inept, I guess, my normal voice, because that'll be the easiest. So, evil sorceress says, "Come here. I want to play with your hair." Inept says, "You can't just order me around." "Aw, you think we're equals. That's adorable." "What? You live at my mercy. You're closer to being my pet than my equal." I don't know how to feel about that. "Learn to love it, and I will treasure and pamper you as you deserve, cutie." Can you at least ask me instead?" "Fine. Will you please come over here so I can play with your hair?" "Of course." "Glad you're coming around." "Well, I prefer living, and it is nice to be treasured." It's like, I kind of want to live. And, if there's perks that come along with it, I'm not going to complain. Iron Peanut donated and said, "I could go on with my problems with dubs, but that'll take a while. So I'll list some dubs I really enjoy. Emma, A Victorian Romance. K-On! Hokkaido, I think? Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. Laid Back Camp. Dagashi Kashi. Death Note, The Dangers in My Heart. Which is so interesting is I've heard of these. I've heard of some of these, but I actually have not watched any of these. That's so interesting. It really shows how diverse anime is, that there's so many different animes. Oop, I saw ads. Get out of here. There's so many different animes that there could be like dubs that are people's favorite and you've never watched it. So yeah, no, because I think if I had to pick 3 favorite dubs of mine, I would pick Naruto. That one, I really love the dub. I don't know why, I just really love it. I'd pick Naruto. I'd pick gosh. No, I really gotta think. I think I'd pick Ouran. Ouran is just so funny. Naruto, Ouran, and then right now it's between Fullmetal Alchemist and what was the other one? Wait, what did I say again? I said Naruto and Ouran, but then it's between Fullmetal Alchemist and another one. I forgot what the other one was. What's the other one? Oh my gosh. Why is my brain going out of blank now? What was the other one? Oh my gosh. I can't remember. But you know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know. But yeah, like, those are some of my favorites. There's definitely another one, because I had it in my head, and I was like, dang, do I pick this one, or do I pick Full Metal? And I can't remember what I said. Gosh, that's crazy. My brain can't think of it, which is really insane. Just went out of blank. Anywho, let's check on some of our super chats and make sure I'm not too behind on those either. Trying to keep up. Ty donated and said, and no for our Star Wars sports results. And now for our Star Wars sports results. It's R2D2 and C3PO. Oh my gosh. Oh, Ty. I'm gonna turn into a raisin, Ty. No, but thank you, Ty. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, here's how to pronounce it. It's Terupin. So Terupin? Interesting. I did not know. Natasha donated and said, I've been calling everyone baby girl recently. Grown men take it wonderfully when they know they'd lose the fight they want. They know they'd lose the fight they want to start. You know what? That might be funny. Just calling everybody baby girl. How's it going, baby girl? I feel like I need to sound like a southern man when I say, like I've been on a ranch. I've been living on a ranch for a while. How's it going, baby girl? That's funny. Gosh dang it! Mr. Smee! Mr. Smee said, I wouldn't call you that. I'm your guardian angel, and you're my burden! I'm your burden, Mr. Smee? I'm your burden? Can't believe this. Can't believe this. He's like, hello, burden. Hello, this is my burden. That's funny. You get called baby girl by a customer and you wave your hair every time. That's hilarious. Yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. Any random males in my life, I'll just start calling them baby girl and see what happens. I never even thought of that before, but that sounds hilarious. Oh, Garrick Anderson donated and said, will Tall GF make a return soon? She most definitely certainly can. She definitely can. But, yeah, I don't have any plans yet for her, but, you know, we can definitely have some Tall GFs. Tall GFs return. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hold on. Chaos Smash donated and said, Lloyd sounds better in Japanese. This is a fact. Oh no, we're gonna start a war. We're gonna start a war! Piggies is trying to start a war. Chainsaw Man dub is better than sub. Everyone is entitled to their opinions. While I disagree that I do enjoy the sub of Chainsaw Man better, you can totally enjoy the dub. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't have a problem with, like, Lloyd's voice in the dub, like, as a voice, but I think, like, in the Japanese dub, the actual Japanese original audio, in the sub, his voice is like, it's like very deep. So, like, when I heard Lloyd's voice in the, like, English dub, I was just taken aback. I was like, whoa. So, but to each their own, to each their own. You say that like it's a bad thing? Mr. Smee, you called me a burden. A burden. Do you know what a burden is? I don't think people usually have a positive connotation to being called a burden. Now, if we take it in like a respect of like, oh, it's a burden because maybe you want to like, I don't know, like do me a bunch of favors. I mean, or like, I don't know, like how I hate walking. If you want to like carry me around everywhere, like I'm not, like if that's the type of burden we're talking about, then I guess I don't mind. Ty donated and said, I can't find my Gone in 60 Seconds DVD. It was here a minute ago. Oh my gosh, Ty. Oh my gosh, Ty. I wonder where it went. Bobby donated and said, I'm not your burden, Gatori. I'm your personal headache. Oh gosh, please no. I already have enough headaches, Bobby. I have chronic migraines. I can't take anymore. It says, quoting a family member when describing my relationship with them. Oh no! That's terrible. I mean, I know some people joke around like that, but oh no. Oh, thank you for the rose, Cyberman. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, thank you. Piglord's like, I'm a strong supporter. I'm calling homies baby girl. All right, baby girl. I'll call you baby girl then. Anytime I say baby girl, just know it's Piglord. Neb donated and said, remembering when I got called best girl in the Discord chat. LOL. Really? I thought you were best. Oh, best. Oh, because was that during the maid event? Was that during the maid event? I can't remember. Maybe that's what it was. It could have been during the maid event. Adept donated and said, for fun, you can do Grim Reaper rizzing me up. I don't know how she would. I feel like she's very monotone. Does that make sense? Like, you know, like when she speaks, it's like she doesn't, I mean, there's some emotion in her voice, but she's very monotone. So I don't know how she'd riz. You might have to give me some advice on what she'd say. Because I don't think she'd actually riz. I think she would just be like, basically just be like, your soul is mine now. You belong to me. It would just be that. Like, she would just be like, oh, like, yeah, you're just mine now. You know, like, she'd probably talk about how your soul is really pretty, you know, like, but I don't think, like, I mean, I suppose, like, riz can mean anything. Like, you know, like, everyone has their own opinions on what riz is. But, yeah, she'd probably say, like, something about you being hers, or, like, your soul is immaculate. It is so intricate. So unique. Would be a nice addition to my collection when your time is right. Something like that. I feel like she'd say something like that. Is that good enough? If there's a specific line, let me know. Aww. That is the weirdest, sweetest thing I have ever seen. That just means like, but I love my burden. I never thought it'd be cute to be called a burden before. Never in all my days. Well, Mr. Smee, if you love your burden, I will continue being your burden. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. Larry, I can't read the rest of it, but Larry donated, Helldiver, I think. But Larry donated and said, guys, please, I need help. I'm stuck on Cyberstan. After the retreat, I was left here alone, but I found a cool thief trooper named Gary. Me and him are friends, so we could both use some help. I sadly don't know a lot or anything about Cyberstan. My best recommendation is to look on Reddit. I'm sure there will hopefully be something there that can help you. Unless someone here knows about Cyberstan, but I sadly don't know the game. But I wish you the best of luck, Larry. I hope you're able to figure it out. Piggy's like, if Lloyd's voice in the dub isn't deep, I must sound like a squeaker. You do not sound, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Your voice is not high at all, piggies. You are delusional. What are you talking about? I played enough Apex with you to know that. This is all slander. He's slandering himself. Slander. This is absolute slander. Actually, piggies, from what I recall, a lot of people liked your voice. And actually, if I also recall, you know what? Never mind. I won't put you on the spot like that. But anyways, Avian donated and said, "Can we get Neko calling Neb best girl?" Let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go. We gotta channel our inner Neko. Actually, I think I am too high. Hold on. I'm gonna pull myself down just a wee bit. Here we go.
You know what you are, Neb? You're best girl. Ain't Neb such a best... Neb is best girl. Neb is best girl. Best girl. Here Neb is the best girl. Golden hair, blue eyes, best girl.
I don't know. See, exactly. Everyone, see, Piggies does have a good voice. Someone agrees. Someone agrees. I've said it. I've said it before. I'd be trend-setting. Natasha be trend-setting with the baby girl stuff. Bobbit donated and said, also, idea for Tall GF. Tall GF wants to be the little spoon after feeling self-conscious of her height. Tall women deserve love too. Yeah, I know. I always feel so bad. You know, like, dude, everybody's beautiful, whether you're tall or short, you know, and it does suck that, like, the tall ladies, you know, it's like, they don't feel like they're, you know, attractive enough just because they're tall, which I think is crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, that's actually, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea. Ty donated and said, what kind of music do Bubbles hate? Pop. I mean, you know, that is very fair. That is very fair. I'm sure they don't want to pop. I'm pretty sure they don't want to pop. Sorry. Piggy's like, I know what you were gonna say. Yeah, you know what I was gonna say, because I brought it up before in the past. And you still haven't done it. Even though you said you were. You know what I'm talking about. But anyways. Dark the Spy Soldier. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Dark the Spy Soldier. It's a very generous donation. Thank you. Dark the Spy Soldier donated and said, oh, this is for Batwoman. So Batwoman and listener. Oh yeah, I forgot. We were talking about doing this. So Batwoman says, oh wait, isn't the listener supposed to be like a criminal, right? They're supposed to be like a gender bent version of Catwoman, or just like a Catwoman inspired character, right? I think so. But anywho. So Batwoman says to the listener, hi dear, ready for patrol? What's wrong? And the listener says, oh, just a certain interviewer getting all touchy with my favorite Batwoman. And Batwoman says, my favorite bat. Batwoman says, nothing could replace you. Nothing can take you from me. Oh, nothing could take me from you. Sorry. Nothing could replace... Oh, nothing. Nothing could replace you. Nothing can take you... Nothing... No, my gosh, why am I messing this up so bad? Maybe it's just the nothings. Nothing could replace you. Nothing can take me from you. Don't be jealous. Also, please put the gem back. Like, I feel like the listener would be like using this as an excuse, like, oh, well, I'm just mad because the interviewer was getting all touchy with you, as they're like picking up this diamond, like nonchalantly trying to stow it away. And Batwoman's like, yeah, don't worry, I'm yours, but like put that back. Like, put that back. Avian donated and said, Night saying rizzing Bobby. I lied? Wait, what? You want the knight saying rizzing Bobby? Or what are you trying to say, Avian? I'm a little confused. Knight saying rizzing Bobby. I lied. What? Oh, you want Knight to Riz Bobby? You're saying you want saying rizzing Bobby. So I'm a little confused. Just clarify that in chat and I'll do it. I was just a little confused. Larry donated and said, nah, the Reddit will dox me. Oh my gosh. And threatened to kill me. Legit drama happening right now in the Helldiver Discord. It's wild. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a YouTube video out there that can help. Try to search it up. Google. I don't know. I mean, don't make a post about it. What I mean is maybe just search it through Google. Maybe someone already made a post that with a problem that you're having. Maybe that way you don't have to make a post about it. But other than that, I hope you're able to fix your problem. I'm trying to look for avian in the chat since I told him to clarify what he meant. I'm just waiting for that. But but he did also donate again and said, oops, no, that's not ads. Spider Tori or Spider Katori. He wants her to say, "I love you" to Spirit Robin and Celeste, Rizzing, aaand, Pete. There's a lot of requests in this one donation. All right, let's see. So I'm guessing. I'm most likely guessing, in case you don't clarify, that you want what was it? From your first one, you want Knight to Riz Bobby. I'm assuming. I meant to say Knight Rizzing Bobby, and me saying I lied was referencing how I lied about being. Oh, okay, I understand. Thank you. All right, so what would Knight say? I feel like she's a very proper lady. She'd probably basically her rizzing wouldn't even sound like Riz, but she'd be like, you know, you do look rather nice tonight. Indeed, very, very radiant. Yes, indeed. And that would be like all she would say. Like she's, you know what I mean? Like she would just be like giving you like a compliment and then like try to like brush it off like, oh well, it was nothing. You merely speak the truth. A knight never lies. And that would just be like her explanation. You look very radiant today, Bobby. Is basically what she'd be saying. And then you wanted the spider lady to say, "I love you" to Spirit Robin. Which sadly the spider lady, she doesn't really have her voice mainly sounds like mine, so hopefully that's adequate. So spider, we could have, there's no sound effects for her, but you know, you can just picture her. You know, she comes down on her web, right? You know, little upside down thing that she does. She'd probably be like, "Yo, Spirit Robin, guess what? I love you." I feel like she'd just be like very nonchalant about it. It's Spider Girl way, right? And then Celeste, Rizzing, aaand, Piedmont, which the go-to for Celeste would always be, "You know, aaand Piedmont, I don't think it's any secret that you're my beloved little treasure. So beautiful, so precious, and all mine." Whoops, the chat is flying. Inept donated and said, "My donuts with Goddess last week and Katori backpack today are on the nose, but I'd love for another audio where your character is the big spoon." Yeah, we can do another big spoon character. Your goth GF demands to be the big spoon and to hug you for 8 hours straight. There you go. With like a campfire in the background, just for like ambiance. Duncan Clark donated and said, "Cyberstan is a planet from Helldivers 2. I think you should do a Helldivers 2 roleplay. Sadly, I don't know much about it." It says you could do a SEAF or SEAF soldier, a Helldiver, or a rogue cyborg, or a Luminite. Just an idea. Well, yeah, no. I mean, obviously, I know it's a game that a lot of people play. I just sadly don't have a lot of knowledge about it. But thank you for the suggestion. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Schmee's like, "To the goth girl, I say too bad. I'm sorry, Mr. Schmee. This was not a choice. You do not have a choice in this. You're gonna be the small spoon, and that's just what's gonna have to happen." Dark the Spy Soldier donated and said two things. One of, I'm assuming that's one of my coworkers found out I'm single at the age of 20 and laughed. Oh my gosh. And two, how do you make an egg roll? You push it. Oh, okay. Anyway, you push it. Well, first of all, that's like really cruddy of them. Like, what the heck? Like, that's so, like dude, okay, like, I don't think it's any secret that I am older than 20, all right? Everyone knows I graduated college, and it's been a while. So, I mean, I am older than 20. You know, definitely older than 22. So, you know, it's, and like, I mean, I think it's pretty common knowledge. I've said this multiple times. Granted, I know we do have, you know, new people coming in a lot, but like, I have been single my whole life. I have never been in a romantic relationship. I mean, I've had, you know, good long-lasting friendships and stuff like that, you know, where you learn like how to like, you know, interact with people, but like as far as a romantic relationship, I've never had one of those. You know, I just sadly never met anyone that I, you know, like connected with in that type of way, you know. So it's just, I think it's crazy that like to laugh at someone is just crazy to me. Like, I mean, like, just because you've had, you know, like a million relationships and someone hasn't had one, I mean, really what we're all looking for in the end is for one of them to work out. So whether you've had 15 or none, it really doesn't matter. It's more so finding the right person, right? You know, that's like the end goal, unless your main goal is to just date as many as you can for fun. But, you know, I feel like most people, or at least a good portion of people, are, you know, just, you know, looking for someone to spend their life with, right? So I don't know, that's really cruddy of them. That's don't pay them any mind. That's like so rude. But yeah, so I'm sorry that had to happen to you. That's like mega rude. And you know, I hopefully they, you know, drop it. You know what I mean? Because that's just really rude. I mean, everyone goes up. There shouldn't be like a timestamp for like, oh, like this is when you need to do something. You know, everybody lives their lives at a certain time, and that's just how it goes. You know. So, I mean, obviously, unless like you're trying to make a goal for yourself to do these certain things by a certain time. But I mean, in all honesty, life is life. It happens at different paces. You know, it's different for everyone, and everybody deals with different situations that sometimes prevents them from doing certain things. So, you know, you just do you. Don't pay them any mind. They suck. They really suck. Bunch of sucky people. I don't know, it annoys me when people get bullied like that. That's just really annoying. So, yeah. Just know they suck and you're awesome. And I'm sorry that they were mean to you. It's crazy that no one's dated me. What? I mean, I've never, I mean, I think there were a few people that had interest in me, but like sadly, I think our worldviews and our morals and just like how we generally function as people didn't really like line up. Like I knew like it would be just a thing dating for fun. You know what I mean? And I was like, and in all honesty, you know, I didn't like view them that way. And it just like, you know, I mean, with how I date, what I'm looking for if I'm gonna date someone is someone that like I feel like aligns with me and that, you know, you could possibly have a future together. Obviously you don't want to take it super seriously from the get-go, right? You want to take things slow, at least I do. But you know, like if you already know from like the beginning, like, oh, like all these things don't match up, like that are really important fundamental things, then you know, why go through with this, you know? So but yeah, that is pretty much the reason why. But, you know, I mean, it's you know, I mean, I'm not, like, super hung up on it or anything. I just thought I'd explain it since, you know, I'm assuming people, you know, it's a very odd thing. I realize that it's not very common for someone at redacted age to not have been in a romantic relationship. I'm very aware of that. So since it's not common, I thought, you know, I'd give it a little bit of context because, you know, well, it's not common. I feel like, you know, at least nowadays, you know, I feel like it's becoming a bit more common, you know. Nep donated and said, honestly, when you meet someone good, then hey, there you go. Hoping I will one day at a good time. No, I agree. I think it's just, you know, you know, it's about meeting this particular person that completely lines up with you, right? Like, you know, it's not about like, you know, like doing something in a certain order or whatever. You just got to meet the correct person, you know, and obviously, you know, you being in the correct headspace as well, you know, being ready for something like that. So, you know, during this time, just work on yourself, work on, you know, like enjoying life, enjoying the things that you love, you know, yeah, just things like that. And that way, when they come along, you know, you'll be all good and ready. Ty donated and said, what does pancakes and baseball have in common? They have the best batter. I mean, that is true. It do be true. It do be true. Sorry, I'm scrolling through and I just saw things like Smee isn't a fan of the jetpack I see. Am I being referred to as a freaking jetpack? Smee's like, she could certainly make an attempt. Hey, listen, man. If she's like some kind of version of me, she can climb. So she will make an attempt. Where am I at? I've lost my place. Bobby donated and said, dad joke GF when? I kid. Or do I? No, Bobby, please. Please, Bobby. Don't do this to me, man. So this is who? This is listener. Oh, this is another Batwoman. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I saw the name Mrs. Kyle. And I'm like, what? But no, okay. So listener says, if we marry, would you be Mrs. Wayne or Mrs. Kyle? And Batwoman says, dead. You can talk about this over dinner. While wait, dead? wait, what? Okay, dead. You can talk about this over dinner, not while we're fighting Joker. I do what I want, love. They're literally trying to do bad. And they're like, so, like, if we got married, like, what name are we taking here? Why not a combination? I think that's the most fair. Avian donated and said, funny childhood stories you don't mind telling? I'd have to think. Like, super funny childhood stories? I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, I think the funniest one, I think, was one of my own doing. My little sister. I convinced her, after we watched Spy Kids, that I was a real spy. I somehow concocted a really good, like, I don't know, I was lying out my butt so much, but I was just building upon it. I built this whole gosh darn world. I was like, I convinced her that it was all real, and that I was a part of the OSS, and that I was a spy, and that I couldn't tell anyone, and that I would sneak out at night, and that, that my mom didn't know, and that, like, and she can't tell anybody, because if she tells anybody, then I will not be able to recruit her to be another, kid spy. And she wanted to be a kid spy. So that was like, sorry, you gotta wait till you're a little older, but then I can recruit you. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then I was like convincing her that like pens in the house were like these like spy things. Like, I don't know if they were like a certain contraption or something like that. I think I told her like they were fingerprint activated or something. And like, she was like, well, show me. I'm like, I can't show you right now. Mom's around. And so it went on for like the whole day, and I think until like the next day. And then at the next day, she started like, I think she started like calling me Cap, like she started doubting me, and mainly because she started telling Mom. She was like, Mom, Katori's saying that she's a spy, da, 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 da. And then like my mom was like, what? She's like, what are you doing? And then I was like, nothing, no. I'm like, I'm not. What do you mean? So I was trying to play the part of like completely doubting it, like, no, of course I'm not a spy. What are you talking about? And then later I was telling my sister, I'm like, dude, I'm like, chill out, man. You're gonna blow my cover. But like, I think like after like the second day, like I think she realized, she was like, yeah, you're freaking tricking me. And I was like, dang it. But it was freaking hilarious because she believed me. It was like the only time I think I ever like lied to my sibling like flat out to their face, like, and kept it going for a while. You know, like that was like the only time, and it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Avian donated and said, I support dad joke GF. Oh my gosh. Of course you do. Of course you do, Avian. Oh my gosh. Dr. Dark the Spy Soldier donated. And so this is Padawan. Padawan and listener. So the Padawan says, Dear, can you give me a hand? Listener throws their bionic hand. Padawan sighs and laughs. And the master says, Mechanic, I appreciate your sense of humor, but this is serious. Yeah, the master's like, yeah, bro, like, I know your significant other's, like, really funny and all, but, like, we're on a mission right now. We kind of need help. We need a little bit of help here. Oh, actually, let me check on Ko-fi. I think there was still some on Ko-fi I didn't read. There are. This donation's from Cyberman. So this is Cyberman and... No, this is... I see Housekeeper and Tagger. So Housekeeper says, what just happened? And then Tagger says, Sai, just run for it. And that says, with Cora. So, I'm assuming this is the... Which Cora saying this? Which Cora says, wait, what street is this? All three look the same. Wait, all three look at the street. Oh, so wait, this is this part of the dialogue or is this something? I think this is an action. It says, all three at the street sign. All three look at the street sign. Then all three say, oh no. Sai knocks on Katori's door. She opens and then says, Sai, is that you? And he says, yup, I got you this ribbon. Could you hold the end, please? You know, I think at this point, we'd all be very sus to actually trust whatever the heck you're doing. I think I'd be like, you know, I think I'm gonna leave the ribbon alone for now. Nev donated and said, not gonna lie, all these Neko interactions I've been getting have been helping me with seasonal depression. Oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad it's been helping you. Y'all are just making me really happy. Love you all. Aw, Nev, that's very sweet. Well, I'm glad it's been helping you out. I know seasonal depression can really hit some people hard, so I hope you're feeling better. Chaos Mash donated and said, to answer your question of what Ronin is, it's samurai with no lord. Either his lord died or the samurai fled. They then become wanderers or mercenaries. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was a name or if like it was. So that's okay. So it's like a samurai without a lord. The more you know. Sheffy donated and said, "Heyo, I might just be a tad bit late. LOL. Just wanted to say I enjoyed this week's vids and hope this past week has been good to you." Oh, thank you, Sheffy. I appreciate that. I won't lie, this week's been a bit stressful, but it seems to be getting better, so that's good. And I got some seeds that I'm gonna plant, so I'm excited. And, yeah, no, it's okay with being late. I'm glad that you came at all. I'm glad that you decided to come and join us for the last part of our stream. We're always happy to have you here, Sheffy. I hope you're having a good week, too. Hope you're having a very, very good week. Oh, no, also, thank you for liking my videos. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like them. This is Bobby. So Bobby donated, and this is between Neko and Bobby. So Neko says,
"Hey Bobby, have I told you that I love you today?"
Oh, sorry. So she's on catnip. Okay, because I see there's catnip talked about this. So let me make her sound a little bit more woozy.
Hey Bobby, have I told you that I love you today?
How much catnip have you taken?
Nah, I only had Neb's supply.
Neb?
Don't look at me.
Oh, sorry, Neb. Sorry, this is Neb. Sorry, I saw an N, so I thought it was Neko. Neb's like, don't look at me.
You are very handsome.
And Bobby says, I know that's catnip talking.
Nah, I really mean it.
I was like, you're my best friend. You're my best friend. Like an elf. I love an elf when they're like laying on like the trolley for the mail, and then he's like, "You're my best friend. You're my best friend, man. You're my best friend." It's funny. Iron donated and said, "Can you, Clementine, the original popular GF, say this?" All right, so the original popular GF. I think her voice was slightly high, but it was pretty normal. It was pretty normal. So, popular GF says this. "Hey, Kokiri. I got my pool ready for whenever Kotori decides to make my next video. I really like the drawing you made of me at the pool. Keep it up, you lovely, talented man." Popular GF's like, where's my beach episode? Where's my beach episode? She's ready for the beach. She's ready for summer. She's ready for spring. She's just, you know, she's already ready for like swimsuit season. She's got her bikini ready. Cyberman donated, and this is Witch Cora. So Witch Cora and Sai, I believe, are talking. So Witch Cora says, So Sai, why are we really going to end this chibi tale? Oh, are we? I'm sorry. So Sai, are we really going to end this chibi tale? Yes, don't sound too happy. I got another arc to go. Sorry, not arch. I got another arc to go with, so Kotori can know more of my lore. And then Witch Cora says, "Well, I guess it will keep me busy, and I can have more content. So what's the plan?" And then Sai says, "You will see soon." Wahaha. And then she's like, "Really?" I guess the whole plan is just to give Witch Cora more content. I never thought it would be making chibis a reality, but I suppose to each their own. We gotta give her more content. Sometimes it just is what it is. Crap, I left my way. Oh, I think the last one was that Avian, the support the... No, it was Dark the Spy Soldier, I think, with the Padawan one. I think. Oh no, where are we at? Dear, can you give me a hand? Yeah, that was that one. Avian donated and said, "Oh no. What keys unlock a banana?" Monkeys. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Oh, so it was a dad joke along with a question. Okay. It says, mine was getting hit by a train when I was 12? A train? Okay. The craziest thing I've ever done. I really haven't done a lot of crazy things, I don't think. I mean, I've done some exciting things, but I don't think I've done like the craziest thing. I mean, I don't know. Like crazy as in like that's crazy, getting hit by a train. I can't say I can beat that. I don't know. I mean, the craziest thing I've ever done was maybe just cosplay in public. You know? I mean, like, I literally dressed up as a full-on Who. Like, my hair was, I mean, you know how much hair I have, you guys? I put it up in this massive butt, like this, like, beehive thing. So I looked like a Who with bows in it, and I went and took pictures with a Santa Claus, like, in public. Like, I went and I took pictures, and it was crazy. But, like, I don't know if that's, like, crazy, you know? I mean, again, like, most of my things are, like, fun things that I've done versus, like, you know, like, I've went to conventions, I've went to balls at, you know, formal balls at conventions, I went to an Ace concert, which was really cool. I think and that was one of the craziest things I think that happened to us, though, was that I got these seats for the Ace concert, because they were the only ones left, and they were really bad seats, and it was really hard to see, because everyone's standing, and I'm so short, I couldn't see a dang thing, even though, like, they were, like, bleachers. But then this dude came up to us and he was like, through the it was so loud, and he's like, "Hey, do you guys like want better seats?" And I'm like, "What? Do you guys want better seats?" I'm like, "Heck yeah." And he's like, "All right, follow me." And Mama, she can't hear anything. And so I'm like, let's go. And Mama's like, "What?" I'm like, "Just follow us." And so she had to blindly follow us, not knowing what the heck was going on. We left our seats and we went into a balcony seat. It was, really expensive seats. Like these were like $400 seats. Like, you know, in theaters where there's like balconies that are closer to like the stage and they look all fancy looking and they're full of velvet and whatever. That's what we got put in. We were not charged. It was just like, oh yeah, here's your better seats. Like, so I guess that's the craziest thing that's happened to me, but I don't know if, like, the craziest thing I've done, because I didn't really do that. That just happened to me. But yeah, I mean, I don't really do, like, is taking pictures in the snow crazy? Like, I've dressed up in, like, you know, like different cosplays or outfits or just like, you know, like dresses, and I'll just go out in the snow and take photos. Like, no coat, my legs are mostly bare. You know, sometimes I'll go with no shoes if the aesthetic calls for it, and I'll take photos out in the snow, and it'll be fun. I've also taken underwater photos, where, you know, like, I've actually, like, you know, I had this one dress that I thought would look really cool in the water because it had, like, a bunch of, like, organza on it, which is, like, a see-through material, and so it would flow well. And so I went in the water, and I was able to convince my sister to take some photos of me. So she like put the goggle mask on, and then I went underwater. I was just like holding my breath for as long as I could, and I looked amazing. My hair was going everywhere. It looked like it was just really cool. I felt like I was like a mermaid. It was awesome. Obviously, those I couldn't include in the calendar because my face was visible. And those weren't the calendar ones. That was a completely different outfit that I wore. It was just like a dress that I had. Which got really wet, and I had to, like, you know, rinse it off because, you know, chlorine. But that was, you know, I guess that's kind of crazy. I don't know, taking underwater photos, like holding your breath for long periods of time, taking random, you know, going in like a, you know, dress, one of your nice dresses in the water. I don't know. That's the craziest thing I can say. That's the craziest thing I can say. I know I choked on a biscuit when I was younger and almost died. My grandma gave me a biscuit. It's supposed to be a teething biscuit for like actually like little kids. Like, it's meant to be for little kids. But you're not supposed to like be able to like bite big pieces off it. It's supposed to be really hard so you can teeth on it. Well, evidently, little Katori was strong enough to bite off a piece, and I almost choked and died. So there's that. But anyways. Anywho, other than going on a long rant for that, because I know I got a lot more stuff to read, hopefully that all makes sense. Cyberman, thank you for the rose. Thank you. Dark the Spy Soldier donated and said, so the listener runs in and blasts droids. And the listener says, Roger, Padawan. Roger. And then Padawan says, you're okay. Hugs them. And the listener says, yeah, I'm fine after. Oh, wait. Is the Roger from the droids, not the listener? Sorry, I see the listener with the colon. So are you envisioning the droid saying, Roger? I wasn't sure. But the listener says, yeah, I'm fine after being electrocuted 3 times yesterday. A little bit of lasers stop hurting. I guess, yeah, you build up an immunity. Bobby donated and said, thought of a few memes. I'll be sure to send them on the server shortly. Ooh, I will look at them later. I am awaiting. Neb donated and said, my favorite dad joke to this day is a short psychic. A short psychic has escaped from jail. A small medium is at large. Oh my gosh. I see that. I saw that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Ty, thank you so much. Ty, that's really generous of you. Thank you. Ty donated and said, something to treat yourself or use it for the holiday this summer, Katori, for what you call a fish with what do you call a fish with no eye? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting, I will admit, I was not expecting that, Ty. You got me there. But yeah, no, thank you, Ty. I'll definitely put it to good use, you know, with the summer coming up and stuff. Maybe we can do something as a fam, or, you know, I'll put it to use with maybe putting it towards a nice little pool to put in our backyard. You know, one of those, like, above ground pools. I've been meaning to get one. I wanted to get one last summer, but I didn't. But I'm assuming it's going to be just as hot this summer, so maybe I shall invest. But no, thank you again. Thank you so much, Ty. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a very lovely day. Thank you. Neb donated and said, Katori commits to dressing up. I have mad respect. I do commit to dressing up. Like, you know, if I'm in the snow and it like in like the aesthetic like it demands me to be barefoot for a particular photo, I will do it. For the cosplay, for my own aesthetic photos, I will do it. 100%. Whatever it is. I mean, I even dressed up as Levi Ackerman in all those layers and those belts in the hot sun. Because, you know, honestly, I will admit, I looked very spot on as Levi Ackerman. I was short enough. Dark the Spy Soldier donated and said, why'd Obi-Wan keep telling Anakin no? I don't know why. He said, it is force. Oh, it's a force of nature. It's a force of nature. You guys are, you know, I'm freeze dried now. You guys, there's no more raisin. I'm just freeze dried. But thank you guys. Thank you, Dark the Spy Soldier. I appreciate it. But yeah, I did a Levi cosplay. Yeah, I did Aaron and Levi because I mean it's the same outfit for Attack on Titan, right? Like it's just the same garb outfit. The only thing for Levi's, I had to make his caravet, and then for Aaron, I just had a different shirt. You know, I had his like brown shirt that I punched holes into so I could, you know, do the little lace up thingy. So, yuppity doo bop. Not that it's necessary, but I even bound my chest. I wanted to look exactly like Levi. I was like committing. Not that I recommend that. I mean, it's not, you gotta do it safely. But you know, anyways, despite all that, we are rounding up about 8:06. We're actually going a bit over, y'all, but that's all right. And since we are nearing the end of our stream, in case anybody is new, because I do know, do Armin next. Actually, Piggies, funnily enough, I did dress up as Armin. I borrowed my sister's, because she was Armin. So I borrowed her wig, and I was Armin for a day. But I guess it's not really mine, so I guess I do still need to make an Armin one. But anyways. In case anyone is new to the stream, at the end of my streams, it has been customary, has become a tradition somehow, that my mother likes to come down and say hello to you all, so she has been patiently waiting here to say hello.
I've been patiently waiting. Hello, everyone. And I wanted to say that I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. And I hope that all of you, you know, are surviving any changes of weather. We have some pretty big changes here. Gotten pretty warm in the last few days. There's been some tornadoes going through the United States, so I hope none of you have been affected by those tornadoes. And we've had some thunderstorms here, but I hope you're all doing well. And I do have a new video out for you tomorrow, and Mr. Smee has been so gracious to put the link to my YouTube channel in the chat there if you want to check it out. I'm going to try to help you find some way to relax tomorrow on my video and teach you how to just find a way to calm yourself. So check it out if you want, and let me know if you liked it or not, or if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know that as well.
Yeah, you're right, Cyberman. I did dress up as Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians. I stood in.
She did. She stood in the snow barefoot. Mm-hmm.
It was an amazing photo. Mm-hmm. I do not regret. I had to edit out my feet being a little bit red, but you know. Bobby donated and said, "What did Yoda ride as a kid? A deucicle, because there is no try." Oh my gosh. It took me a second. I was like, what? What is this? But no, I got you. Dark the Spy Soldier donated and said, "Are you going to any cosplay conventions this year?" Yes, I am. Of course I am. I go to a lot of cosplay conventions. Or I guess they aren't cosplay conventions. It's like anime or, you know, like comic and stuff like that. So, but I am going to conventions this year. I guess you'll never know where I will be.
And I also wanted to just say, you know, and I know, you know, March is still going on, but for those of you who have sent me birthday wishes and or birthday gifts, I just wanted to say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your well wishes, and you guys are just a wonderful community. Katori could have not asked for a better community. And neither could I.
Well, y'all, thank you so much for coming. And oh wait, actually, I think we just got something from Inept. Oh, Inept, thank you for the birthday cake slice.
Ooh, a birthday cake. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're going to a convention in a few weeks, Adam. Well, I hope you have a marvelous time. I hope you have a good time.
Oh, conventions are so much fun. It's so much fun when you can dress up as somebody else and just not be yourself for a little while. You know?
Yeah, Ren fairs are also fun too. Someone said they're going to Ren fairs.
Oh yeah, the Ren fairs are lots of fun too. Good food too, if you get to go to a good one.
Mr. Smee forgot to say happy birthday to you.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Smee. Thank you so very much.
Yes, well, thank you all, and thank you all for hanging out and chatting this evening. And just to reiterate again, in case anyone was confused, I'll probably be doing the same schedule like next week, where I post on Tuesday and then I, post on Saturday. I usually probably gonna post around 1. That's about the time that I'm posting. Well, my time 1 EST.
And don't forget, everybody, there is a time change tonight.
Oh,
Today
gosh.
is the spring forward, so we are all going to lose an hour of sleep. Yeah.
But any whoosies, you guys, I'm probably gonna head out because since I'm losing an hour, there's some things I gotta do before that time comes. But Mr. Wanapon donated.
I was gonna
and
say,
said,
what
goodbye,
about Mr.
good night,
Wanapon?
Katori and Mama Tori. Well, thank you, good night, Mr. Wanapon. And Man Loco donated and said, I was thinking if Obi-Wan knew something that can fly, well, Obi-Wan can know bees. I was like,
No.
I was waiting for Mama to get it because she tends.
I had to think for a second what the heck you were saying.
Oh
but
my gosh.
I got it.
Well, thank you.
That's funny.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a lovely evening.
Thank you, everybody.
I will see you all next Saturday, same day, same time, 6 p.m. EST. And yeah, have a lovely evening. Sleep well, and please be safe if some storms are coming your way. And don't forget about daylight savings time if you sadly live in the U.S. where that is happening. All right. Good night, y'all. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.